Welcome back. Hi. I've decided that it's time to do this, and this ought to be a thing all by itself so that I can do things a little bit differently. Um, I'm not going to try barreling through this, just wandering around like I do, and then waiting until I'm editing this to be able to figure out what the map looks like, because just no, that's not going to work. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to approach this a different way, and we are going to map this as I go. And this will be a much more heavily edited video than most of my other ones are, especially for the Lingo 2 series. So we are standing in front of this, which you can now access this way. Behind that navy blue panel, there is a pathway back to the opening room of Daedalus. And we've got this building that's got all the paintings, and the goal is to get to that thing. I don't entirely know how to do that, but that's what we're going to try to do. So this first room has just two doors, one to the left and one to the right. So, actually, you know what? Tell you what I'm going to do. This is something I can do. Back, settings, go to graphics. Let's go to the colorblind pack and apply it. There we go, and resume. Because what that does, among other things, is it helps us to see the sizes of things. So we can see that, for example, with this floor, the blocks are from the middle of the little circles to the middles of the little circles. So I can know exactly how big this room is, and I can start figuring this out. So this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And yes, I do have the graph paper out again. The other one is also 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And it is a doorway of width 2. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I'm going to label that painting A. There's another one up there. I'm not going to label that painting because I can't get to it. On the wall up here, this wall is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, this 8. Is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. It's the same. Also 5 wide. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. So 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. I imagine that door is lined up. We can check visually. Indeed it is. And there is nothing back there. I mean, there kind of is. This is a little room. So this is this room. So that is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There's a post there. And that. So going in there, which is 1 to the side, on each side. And it is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So this room looks like that. And so that's that. And so now I'm going to do this a little bit differently. Because what I've done now, I've paused this and I've gotten myself another thing of graph paper, except I've now drawn pencil lines to cut all those little squares in half, because this thing is just large enough that it does not fit on normal graph paper. But it fits nicely at half scale. So I'm just going to go back again and make sure that I know where all of that's A, that's B, and then over here, that's C, that's D, and then that's E, which if I just need to place it, let's place it like that. Now, we also notice that there's an upper floor which presumably behaves upside down, and there's shenanigans happening there. But I'm going to treat that like it's an entirely separate thing, because we can't really do that as one whole thing. Okay, so now we have done this. This is back in the main chamber. We're going to start trying some of these paintings, starting with the thing that we call painting A, which is that one. So we do that, and we find ourselves outside. Okay, so that's going to be the danger of all this. So mark that as painting you don't want to do. Okay, so that's going to be the danger of this, is you go in the wrong painting and you wind up back outside again. Bink! And you fall down. Ooh, wait a minute. So this has dumped me. Oh, did it put me there? Hang on, let's do that again. Which one is it? It was that one. Bink, fall. So it has dropped me here in this back room. So noted. So we actually want one from this hallway because the other ones all suck. You fall. Oh, maybe not fall. Okay, and these two paintings are going to be marked F and G, but you know what? Return to Daedalus. We're not doing that. We're not playing their game that way. We're going to do this in a rigid order. So C is a good painting. C takes you places. What does D do? Poof. D is fall. So I'm in this room. I want to turn left. And then I want to try this one. Aha, it is a different one. We're going to label that side of the room E. And so that's that. So there is E behind me. And so I have painting H in front of me, and I have painting I beside me. Return to Daedalus, and we're going to do this again. Now we're going to try these, and we're going to make sure that we do this in order. So we're going to do into C, bink, fall, face the room. So as I'm facing the room, this is painting F. So step forward, turn to face F, go. F takes us out. This is why I knew this was going to suck, is all of this very careful work I'd have to do. Back to C, face the 2. Now we're going to face G. So now we know painting C is not one that we want to waste any time on. So what we have determined is that if we're getting anywhere in this building, we want painting E. This is the one that you want. Fall down. So now the painting that's directly ahead of you is H. Oh, there's a second floor that is a second floor. Okay. That's fun. So now I want to be very careful. Woohoo. So, how am I going to do this? Because at some point, I mean, clearly it's not the case that I can just walk out here. What is this? What is that bullshit? Ah, and then it falls. Okay, so if you go in this room, it is all fall all the time. Okay. So we're going to go back there again. E. H. There's this, except if I get too close, this turns into a thing. Fine. This is that same room with nothing else going on. And I won't go through it because I know it's going to make me, oh! Ooh, the fall happens way sooner than that. Let's do that again. Okay. So in through here, that, oh, poo. Because I feel like it's like a tightrope kind of situation. So this floor seems to be totally solid. You can go wherever you like. This floor is totally solid. You can go wherever you like. This floor is not. I'm going to try to map out this space by just looking up a lot. So then there is only one other way into that center room, which is that doorway. Although I notice that is much taller. This room is much taller. So if I'm going to get to the eye, I need to approach it from this side. It's the only possibility. Let's go to painting E. Turn around, go into painting H, which is going to take us up to here. That's the painting that we're going to test. Then the floor here, if we go down the center, no, we fall straight away. Is there a way to get over there? That's the question. Like, up until now, there has not been anything in the game that has sort of required parkour. In a lot of the fan-made stuff, yes, parkour galore, to the point where there are some maps that are nothing but parkour challenges in the Lingo environment. Okay, so we've been hitting on H pretty hard. What's in I? I. I is fall. Okay. That leaves us with two paintings that we know that we can get to for sure. So let's start on those. So it is this, turn around straight ahead. What is this? Ooh, I don't know where you are. Is this the same thing on the opposite side? There is a down. This feels like it's the same thing. So the trick is to get to either that painting or that painting somehow. So I have not labeled that there's an L. Aha! That was with a jump. I'm now in front of painting K. K! Okay. So I'm in another room that has an upstairs. So I'm going to put this map on the first floor. So I'm going to label I have 2 pads of graph paper. This is unprecedented. Ordinarily, I would say, well, let's go back and do the other thing. But being able to walk around is not necessarily guaranteed. Let's do M. Bink. Oh. Okay. Fine. Fine. This at least looks like it's the same. That painting gets to be O. There's a painting here. So then, in painting, oh no! How dare you? M. I think I did it. But O drops you in here, which looks like H. It does. Okay. So O takes you to H. Let's leave that and let's see if we can get to painting L, which is over there. Yes. I did it, and it drops me in here. Maybe this could be C. We'll pretend for a second that it's not. But looking from C over my head, if I go to the painting on my right, it puts me out, which it does. What are you? I don't know. Anyway, that's for later. That's for when I'm not trying to deal with this stupidity. Brenton. L is not different. L is just C. So we definitely want to go to K. Where am I? K. E. H. K. This is the one painting we have not tried yet. N. What? N takes us out. That's not good news. That's not good news at all. We've run out of things to do. H. This. And that closes up as soon as I get anywhere close to it. Now, I'm going to do something stupid. Jump. No. Okay, fine. E. H. I mean, it's got to be K, doesn't it? K. Oh. Oh. Wait a minute. M. Fortunately, I don't have to do this a whole bunch of times. There's this. Where's the map? Where did I end up? I'm on the upper floor. Okay. I'm here. I'm fine. This hitherto undiscovered painting is P. P. Well, thank freaking goodness. So that is it. And there is, I'm checking now that there's nothing at risk. Oh, you could. You could fall to the side, but walking straight across would work. So once again, E to H. Then you will need to step out here and jump to get to this painting, K. Then straight across to M. Then there is a pit there, jump across to the back room, get into there, and from there you can walk straight across and it's fine. There you go. We now have, ooh, right. How do I get out? How do I get down? Help! Because there's a way. that you can follow there. Okay, so we now have double I's. How much recording was this? That was about 45 minutes. Actually, no, it was closer to 50 minutes. But I now have multiple I's. So here's what's going to happen. That's going to get edited down a lot. Why am I telling you? You're seeing the finished product. But that's going to be this is going to be its own video. Yeah. So next time, we'll be able to do D's and I's. And I realized here's why I wanted the extra D's so badly. Because the first panel in entry also has the word hidden. So that's what we're going to be doing next time. So I've lost track as to whether this is going to be following a Blueprints or following a Lingo 2. But other than the intermezzos, I intend on alternating those back and forth. So you'll know. Until then, thanks for watching again. We'll see you next time. Bye.